So I'm going to show you how to deep fry fish when you don't have a deep fryer. Come and watch this. So first thing, nice big heavy skillet or nice big heavy saucepan. This is a cast iron one, nice high sides. Just notice that I've got the oil in a 2-litre plastic milk bottle. You know, you don't want to throw your oil out every time you do some deep frying, so we just let it cool, then we strain it through a sieve, and then we just keep it in an old milk bottle. That way we can use it 10 or 12 times until it starts getting dark. So most people's query about sort of deep frying without a deep fryer and doing it in a saucepan is, how do I know when it's hot enough? There's a little tip that I've always used for a long time, and I just drop a little bit of bread in the oil when I think it's near the heat that I require, and it'll turn golden in about a minute. If it does that, you're ready to go. That's about 180 degrees. So there you go, nice and golden and crunchy. That's been in the oil for about a minute, and that's my indicator to let me know that I'm ready and I'm good to go to start deep frying. I've got some bits of kingfish here. I'm going to season them, and then I'm going to drop them in my tempura flour. Okay, so what I do is I get a good covering. I don't want too much though. And we get most of the batter off. We just gently drop it in and we sort of move it back and forth so it doesn't stick. And what happens is the batter starts to cook on the outside, and it makes the fish buoyant so it doesn't sink to the bottom and stick. Another little tip that I like to do is I have 2 sets of tongs. I have one that I use to actually put the fish into the oil, and then I have another pair of tongs that I use to move the fish around. Because of the batter on these tongs, if you keep putting it into the oil, it'll just clog up. Another little tip to remember is never overcrowd your pan when you're deep frying or even when you're sauteing, because if you put too much product in the vessel that you're cooking, it takes away a lot of the heat. And you want to have, especially when you're deep frying, you want to keep it around that 180 degrees the whole time. You'll understand which ones you put in first because they'll go a little bit more golden quicker. Most important thing of all, if you don't listen to anything I say, please listen to this. Hot oil, very, very, very dangerous. So just make sure there's no kids around, anything like that. When you're moving it, just be very, very careful. Have dry tea towels, look around, make sure you know what you're doing and where you're putting it. Look at that. Beautiful. Who doesn't love fish and chips? No one that I consider a friend does not like